Prepare for something great, something really epic. I've been traveling to Arnhem and there are some really nice lifts in this place. First is the new central station. This station was designed by Ben van Berkel of UN Studio. This was a really difficult project to build, and it took over 10 years to build this. It was an extremely risky project in a financial sense, and this station almost wasn't built. Well, certain parts of it were already constructed, such as the office towers and the really epic underground car park. But the main entrance hall that you see here with all the curved and bendy shapes almost didn't make it. It was really financially risky to build this, and almost no builder wanted to build it. But somehow they managed to build it anyway, and it is bloody epic. Yes, it's a combination of concrete and steel. And all those curved shapes that you see were made by shipbuilders, apparently. Yes. And here is a picture of a Mitsubitshi MRL. There's an underground car park under the entrance terminal, which is 4 stories underground. And the lifts there are Mitsubitshi MRLs, and they are quite nice, so let's ride them. But first we're going to have a look about in the main entrance hall, and well, let's take a look at the escalators. These are KONE escalators. The lifts in the entrance hall are sadly just your standard Möhringer liften, which is well, just bloody generics that you see in every railway station these days. But the lifts that go to the underground car park are nice Mitsubishis. Sadly they don't have a chime. But first let's have an impression of this epic entrance hall with all its curved and bendy shapes. It's a truly fantastic place, you really have to see this, and it's an international train station. The ICE train from Frankfurt, for instance, stops at this station. The train that goes from like Amsterdam or Utrecht to Frankfurt and to Düsseldorf, that one makes a stop at this station, and that's also why this station is called Arnhem Centraal. Because not many stations in the Netherlands get that name. Only really important stations get the label Centraal. It's the same thing as Hauptbahnhof in Germany. It's a title that only the biggest stations deserve, and this is an absolute grotesque and grandiose station. Yeah, that was the escalators, and let's see where I'm heading off now. Oh yeah. There's just one of those box standard Möhringer lifts. Those are not really interesting. As you can see, they have pretty generic fixtures. I think they're Dewhurst, I'm not sure. They're really not that special. You find them in every Dutch railway station basically. And there we have a really nice chandelier by the looks of it. And Arnhem is also known for its trolleybuses. It also has a trolleybus station. That thing was already built 10 years ago, along with the 2 office towers that you see there. Well, the trolleybus station is something you're going to see a little bit later in the video. So, and now we kind of left the main terminal, and now we're heading a little bit to the outside and to the entrance of the offices and the car park. And that is our first Mitsubishi. Yes, it's the one that goes into the car park. And well, over there is another one actually, and we're going to ride that one a little bit later. One thing I noticed about these Mitsubishis is that they don't have a chime. That was a little bit disappointing, but besides that they're still quite nice. And watch later in the video for some really interesting observations about Mitsubishis. Oh hey, nice, this is a Mitsubishi. Much better than the other elevators, which are just really crap. lifts from Möhringer. This one is a Mitsubitshi. I didn't know they put Mitsubitshis in railway stations. I wonder what this leads to. I think it leads to an underground car park. Yep. Oh, really cool. This is Arnhem Central Station. As you can see, it is really nice. Oh, the door opens on the other end. And now we are suddenly in an underground car park. Sadly, it does not have the Mitsubitshi chime. Oh, bugger. This is a nice Mitsubishi, but sadly it doesn't have the chimes. And what's so unusual about this is that this is a railway station and a bus station and an underground car park. This is really epic. This is Arnhem's new central station, and it has cost many years to build, and it was really expensive to build too. So I remember that they were already constructing this 10 years ago, and there was no construction company who would wanted to build the station because it was such an intricate and expensive and difficult design. And the station has been designed by Ben van Berkel from UN Studio. It's a really fancy architectural firm that designs really expensive buildings and intricate structures, as you can see, with all these difficult curves. So let's have a look of the station hall itself. As you can see, there are a lot of curves in the roof, and that's all made of concrete, and it's, well, rather intricate in how they've done that. And well, they took 10 years to build this thing. Yes, it took about 10 years. But the end result is really quite nice. These buildings already existed about 10 years ago. They were one of the first things they built here, and I also remember the demolition of the old station and the temporary station that they've built. Oh, it looks like we have another Mitsubitshi here. Another Mitsubitshi MRL lift. And there's the station entrance. And this station is quite major because it's also a stop for the ICE trains. And those trains go to Frankfurt and to Basel and to the south of Germany. So let's have a look at that Mitsubishi motor. Hey, it looks a bit like an eco-disc, even though it's not an eco-disc, but it looks rather similar. Let's see if this one has chimes. I've not seen those kind of Mitsubishi fixtures before. Oh, that's weird. It makes noises. Wonder why it does that. Is that some kind of error message? I wouldn't be surprised if Mitsubishi had some really nice error messages in their lifts, since they have really good chimes. Oh, this underground car park is really great too. That's really epic. So, we're now in a car park again. Oh, the door opens the other way. That's weird. Oh, strange. But let's go to the offices. Oh, maybe it's just a signal to notify that the doors are closing. Anyway, when was this inspected? Oh, it's due for inspection next year. Let's see if I can see when this was built. Oh, it doesn't say that. Nope. The year of construction is not stated, sadly, but so we're now at the office level. So I'll go out of the lift and send it down and have a look at the Mitsubitshi motor. So there's our station hall. Now let's take a look at the motor. Oh, I can't really see it from here. But yeah, it's apparently Mitsubishi's answer to the KONE EcoDisc. Here's some more Mitsubishi goodness. Oh, look at that, the governor. I think Mitsubitshi MRLs are really quite nice. But let's see if we can see more of the motor. Let's zoom in on that. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the Mitsubitshi MRL. Looks very similar to a KONE EcoDisc. I wonder if they've licensed it or whether they've designed this on their own. Because Mitsubishi is a Japanese company, they've probably designed their own solution. Although I'm pretty sure that KONE has some patents on the EcoDisc design. Yeah, this is really cool. There's just a bunch of Mitsubishi lifts in this area. Man, that is great. Anyway, I'll have to go to the city center now, because there's also a church with a really epic lift that goes through a bell tower, and that one was built by KONE Starlift. So let's see if I can go there. Watch the next video for this truly awesome and really special elevator. Yes, it is in a church, and it's the same lift that was in the KONE Starlift book.